Well, there's a look at the big right-hander on the mound for the Flames here tonight. Cole Hertzler, the junior out of Pennsylvania. Been their Friday night guy all season long. Thursday night this week, but he's really grown into that role.
Yep, if nothing else, he's the tone setter, for the weekend and just get it going. 14th, or making his 14th appearance this season. It's hovering at the 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 4.65 ERA. I think quick work, attacking hitters, and just trusting those 8 guys behind you is going to do the job.
Yeah, last time out against Dallas Baptist on Friday. Took the loss in that ball game, but Scott Jackson said it was as good as he's ever seen Hertzler look. Went 7 strong innings in that ball game with 8 strikeouts. Going up against a potent lineup in Louisiana Tech, that is for sure. You take a look at their starting 9. Davis, McConnell, Bates, as good as any top 3 in Conference USA. Corona, Ballard, Myers, followed by Como Safford, and the shortstop Furr rounding out the starting 9 for the Diamond Dogs. This is a program that's coming off a sweep. They swept Western Kentucky last weekend. That was huge for them and got them right back in contention, squarely in contention, for the regular season crown in Conference USA. As we mentioned, they'll be keeping an eye on that. Well, maybe not the team itself, but certainly Louisiana Tech fans keeping an eye on those Dallas Baptist scores this weekend, as those 2 teams battle it out for the 1 seed heading in to the conference tournament next week. Dalton Davis leading things off. 343 batting average. Fouls that one back down to the count 1-2. Davis had an 11-game hitting streak broken on Sunday, but did have 5 hits in that series against Western Kentucky, including 3 home runs, and he just wore that one. Looked like, was that maybe a changeup? They got up and in on him. What did you see there?
I think it was a little curveball that may have just slipped right off the beginning. Definitely not trying to do that at all. And realistically, that ball is going to be down and away, kind of induce a strike. But you got what you got, and at the end of the day, you got a runner on first with a double play in order.
So Davis reaches, brings up Cole McConnell. This kid leads Conference USA in batting average, hitting .389. You look at up and down his statistics on the year. First in the conference in average, first in hits, tied for first in home runs, 3rd in RBIs, 5th in on-base percentage. He is a one-man wrecking crew, hooks that one foul, and finds himself down in the count here 0-2.
Which kudos to Cole Hertzler. I mean, just right at it again, attacking your hitter and just knowing that, hey, I got those guys behind me like we spoke about in the beginning of the program.
Yeah, Hertzler last time out, as we mentioned, 8 strikeouts, just 3 walks. It's his best outing in about a month, and he delivers a strike there. Got McConnell looking on the breaking ball, and scores the first out of this ball game.
And having the trust to go right back to it, after the first batter, and that's going to be an effective pitch all day for Hertzler.
Yeah, as a pitcher, sometimes do you get a little gun shy if one maybe slips out or gets away from you? Like, well, how soon do I want to go back to that?
You always seem like you have to, kind of shake it. At least in the first couple innings, you can't read too much into it.
Big swing, no contact from Ethan Bates. Bates, and really you go McConnell and Bates. Either one of those guys you could pick as Conference USA Player of the Year and make a really strong argument for it. Bates, an elite 2-way player for Louisiana Tech. Runner off and moving. That one skied to center field. Going back is Kepley. Still going back on the track. Eventually runs it down for the 2nd out. And Davis will scramble back to first base.
And like we said, hard hit ball. I mean, what's going to happen? You got to keep the ball down, but you got a Caden Kepley out in center that can cover the ground and get it back in to hold it to 2 outs.
This is a ballpark that is usually pitcher friendly. I know you appreciated that during your time.
Very much so. Very much so.
Brings up George Corona. Corona hits one towards right field, ranging over his Troyer. He'll make the grab, and Hertzler hits the first man he faces, retires the next 3. So La Tech goes quietly in the top half. Flames coming up.